that's why we're so glad to have every student here taking part in this and thinking about becoming an organ donor. Because if you're thinking about becoming an organ donor, that automatically makes you a hero, because you're thinking of somebody else. One person can save up to 8 people's lives. And I've met so many recipients, I'm a recipient myself, that are so grateful to that person that made that decision. My family is so grateful, my friends is so grateful, and I can speak on behalf of all the other recipients. The ultimate hero is the organ donor. And so I hope everybody understands the importance of that. I also want to take the time to recognize the team that's traveling with us. On my left, I want to introduce Kelly Knowles, and he's Kristopher's dad. On my left, next to Kelly, we have Assistant Road Manager Billy Adey, and he's on the road also with us. I also want to introduce, you can't see him because he likes to hide, but on my right here is a guy taking, he's got a big camera, and he's taking a movie camera of, his name is Merle Roberts. Can you just wave to everybody? Merle and his team, his documentary team, Vivid Image Productions, have volunteered to come on the road with us for the entire year to document everything that goes on the road. And when I say everything, that includes if Chris snores, it's going to be on tape. And also, Chris eats a lot too, by the way, and he's getting all that on tape. One time he accidentally locked himself in a washroom at a hotel, and it took us a couple hours to get him out. Also, at this point in time, I have some good news. While we were in St. Thomas, we had the honor of having Kristopher's doctor there, Dr. Atkinson, and he announced at the press conference that as of now, Kristopher is at the top of the waiting list. And he is pretty optimistic that within 2 months, Chris will be receiving his liver. He has his beeper with him, and as soon as it goes off, he's going to scream pretty loud. And when that day does come, his brother Robert, 15-year-old brother Robert, is going to join the campaign to continue carrying the torch. And what we're trying to arrange is to get Chris hooked up into a webcam so that we can show Kris's progress as we're moving along at press conferences such as this one. Now, we're all hoping, praying, that Kris does receive that call. But Kristopher's wish isn't to help himself. His wish is to help save the nearly 4,000 Canadians on the waiting list. That's why he's doing this. He's not doing this for himself. And we think that's pretty awesome. Along the roads and trials and tribulations of building this campaign, we did get a lot of help, time, efforts from other individuals that we have called them angels for a while now. One of those individuals is a fellow resident of Guelph. His name is Mr. Mel Davis. You might know him. His late son, maybe rested in peace, passed away over 10 years ago. And he was an Olympic champion swimmer. As a matter of fact, I think he won more Olympic gold medals than any other Canadian. For that matter, I hope I'm not wrong, than any other individual. And Mr. Mel Davis heard the tragic news, and during a time of shock, stress, grief, he made an unselfish decision and a courageous decision to donate Victor's organs. And as a result of that, there are many people right now living very active lives. We have never done this yet, and we thought today was a good occasion to do it. What me and Chris are going to do is call Mr. Mel Davis to come up here, and we are going to present him with Kris's own personal plaque.
Well, I've got a few things to say too. Number one, I was a student at King George School. Quite a number of years ago. Victor also was a student at the King George School. A lot of people have been saying that you should be signing your driver's licenses and so on. I think what you got to do is you've got to talk. I think that's the most important thing. You've got to let people know. You've got to let your mom, your dad, your kids, your aunts, your uncles, whoever. That's your wish in case something happens. Just in Victor's case, for example, 6 people received a second chance at life. 5 are still alive today. As a matter of fact, the one that got Victor's organs, the lady that got Victor's liver, died. She was bone cancer. And the only organ that wasn't cancerous was the liver. George is living proof. He's not the prettiest guy in town, but he's still here. And that's what you got to do. That's something you have to do. You have to make that decision, talk it out, and make sure people know your wishes. Because your driver's license sometimes is lost. Gets cut out of your pants or your vest or whatever, gets tossed into the corner. You have to make your wish known to people. So make sure you do that. Thank you again.
I also want to thank all the media that attended this, CKCO, Rogers, the Mercury, Magic, CJOY 106.1. And I was resident here, I love Guelph, by the way. I've been living here I was living here for 10 years. Guelph rocks. And before I pass it on, I want to thank Anita and Ryan for doing a very excellent job up here. And I'll pass it on.